Hello, Amanda Newworth here. I felt compelled to do a bit of a video about what's going on in the Ukraine and some of the latest developments. Um, how do we start this conversation? Well, I suppose it's really to get a little bit of an understanding about and question why is it that our government here in Australia is actually sending hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in equipment over to the Ukraine? I didn't realise we had a great alliance with the Ukraine and we had all sorts of interest in the Ukraine. I don't know whether I've ever bought a Ukrainian product in Australia. I mean, I don't know if we're trade partners. I just really don't understand, especially on the back of the devastation that's in all of the homelessness and everything that's going on here in Australia. Why would our government be going and sending all these millions, hundreds of millions overseas? And also because of all the poor flood victims in the northern rivers. I mean, people haven't even got roads or anything, and they're sending hundreds of millions over. So I'm saying it in the light of the election coming up because, you know, the ones that are red and blue and green are probably, and the NAPs, fall basically part of that whole movement. And what is that movement? It's the global cabal. It's as obvious and as simple as that. Now, why is it there's so much interest in the Ukraine? So, as the Truth Movement, as the people who have been following this for a long time, we've been looking and waiting for information to come through. So when we're all down in Canberra and it was the so-called Russian invasion into the Ukraine, I will start by saying I do believe that it's part of the White Hat movement to do all sorts of things I'm going to sort of fill you in on. And so part of us standing up was like saying, yes, we're ready for the next step and the next stage. Okay, now the media is hitting really hard, telling lots of verbal diarrhea about what is going on. That is skewering and moving away from the actual truths of things. So to start with, I want to do a little bit of historical stuff, because without the understanding of where the Ukraine is, you know, and as I say, you take a string from Washington DC over to Ukraine, it's a long string. So, and then you take one from Moscow to Ukraine, and it's just like kind of literally kilometers. And so, you know, we sort of have to step back and go, okay, let's have a look at the USSR and how in the Second World War they helped with other alliance countries to squish the NAZIs. Okay,